If you do go on to enjoy today's video, do me a favour and hit that like button and of course subscribe. It really does help me out a lot. And if you want to avoid the random lottery that is FIFA points, you can go straight to the source with u7buy.com, and of course you can use the code TVM at checkout to get yourself a discount. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to another player review. EA last night, without a word of care or mention or anything, have dropped man of the match cards. Happy days. I don't know if the Europa League and the Champions League live cards have been well, the Champions League won't, but the Europa League cards should have been upgraded by now, but I don't think they have done. Either way, they released some man of the match cards, Fred being one of them, of course, for his performance against Bruges, which was deserved. 4-star, left-footed, high work rates, 5'7", and I picked him up for 10,750. He's currently selling for between 20 and 30k. So I think I've done really well there. I picked him up straight away. I was waiting for it because I knew they were going to drop them at like stupid o'clock at some point. So I was first in. I bought a couple actually, Fred being one of them. In terms of in-game stats, I've already played my games really, and I've given him a powerhouse chem style. And we'll get into the ins and outs of how good he is. But if we look at his in-game stats just without the chem style first and foremost, very well rounded. 82 rated card, so, you know, obviously not going to set the world alight with his stats, but not a bad card, really. Without a chem style, he is an 82 rated CM or an 81 rated CDM. Now, the reason I gave him a powerhouse isn't because I want to play him as a CDM. He's actually going to be a box-to-box midfielder, but I thought that would be for the best because we can bump up the defensive stats. We can get some really nice passing stats on the go. His dribbling, composure, reactions, balance, and all the rest of it. Well, his dribbling's 80, but the rest of it is sort of mid-80s to high 80s. Balance obviously being 90. I think that's good enough for an 82 rated card. He's 5'7", so he's got low centre of gravity, and he's got decent acceleration. Not great sprint speed, but he shouldn't feel too bad. And the amount of times he's going to get a chance in front of goal, I thought to myself, there's not an awful lot of point trying to bump up that finishing. If I went for something that improved the finishing or the shot power or what have you, I feel like it would have been a waste and it would be taking away from other stats. So looks like a good card on the face value of things. Obviously short passing goes up to 98, the vision up to 90, and with a powerhouse chem style it takes him up to an 88 rated centre mid or an 89 rated CDM. So if you believe in chem styles, which I do, I didn't used to, but I do, I don't think they give you like the true like 15 stand tackle. I don't think it's quite that good, but it is pretty good, right? So if you believe them, you can think to yourself, well, I've got an 89 rated CDM here for 20,000 coins. That's actually unbelievable, right? Okay, I know you can actually go and buy an actual 89 rated CDM and stick a chem style on him and have like a 94 rated CDM for, what, 30k? Yeah, that's fair enough. Or 40k even. But yeah, fair enough. Go crack on if you want. But I'm happy with my Fred. I think on paper, the guy is very well rounded. I don't think it's going to be a foot champ style card. I wouldn't get too carried away with it. But in terms of a little bit of fun, I think Fred could be a good buy. You know, in particular for Manchester United fans. The team I've got him in, incidentally, I've not played him in this team the entire time because as you can see that we've only got 5 games left on Trent, which means we've only played 2 games with this team. But instead of this side, it was kind of like a half French, half Premier League because I was using the new man of the match TOTS in there as well. There may or may not be a video on him. I haven't decided yet. On paper, his card isn't great, but there's something about him. But either way, look out for that. But that's the team that I've been playing the last 2 games in. And the team that plays better than the French side, I can tell you. But without any further ado, let's get into the gameplay. Here is Fred. Let's have a look to see what this guy's all about then, because you'd imagine with the height and the decent agility that he has, he beat, wow, fair play. He's very mobile, and he's been tackled off the ball there. To be fair, the game feels so unresponsive. I tried to do a little heel-to-heel, and he didn't do anything. But the drag back between the two midfielders or 3 midfielders, again, it's just taking ages to actually pass the ball. But the drag back was fantastic. Toss up, plays a great ball out toward Mendy. Back to Mauer leader. This is Fred. Fred into the penalty area, goes for goal with his left, forces a save from Areola. I would say not known for scoring goals, but obviously has the man of the match card because of his goal scoring prowess. Managed to get a shot off there with the stronger left foot. Forces a save from, I think it's the winter refresh, Areola. Here's Fred on the ball, straight from kickoff, and we're going to run and score with him straight from kickoff. Ready, here we go. Ball roll, and he's in. And to be I was taking the piss a bit, but to be fair, I think that could easily have been a foul. The referee didn't blow up for it. I think he could have done. It was a... He impeded him, didn't he? Let's be honest. And Nesta hoofs that up the field. And if James had woken up then, well, he's going to get onto it. But if he'd woken up, he could have actually done a lot more with it. I'm not a massive fan of that James card. Here's Fred. Nice change of direction. He's been elbowed in the face. I mean, that's twice now. That was more of a barge, if you will. But I still feel like he was elbowed in the face there. Kante gets it off to him. He gives it up to Sane. Drag back through to Fred, who's in on goal. He didn't really have the angle, but he scored a bit of a banger there, hasn't he? Fair play to him. Fred on the score sheet from centre mid. No instructions on him whatsoever. He's been at the heart of everything for 3 games running now. He's actually a very capable player. He, with a powerhouse chem style. Look at that, near post finish. Against the footless David De Gea as well, I might add. Here is Trent, plays it off into the middle here. Here is Fred. Little drag back here, ready? There he goes again. He's got that turn of pace, and it's the speed and the height of Fred, which really does him justice. He's in again here, goes for goal, sends the goalkeeper the wrong way because it took a wicked deflection. It's going to go out for a corner. Brilliant football. I like him. I liked him in FIFA 19, actually. He had a lot to him because he's quite small and agile, but he's almost like a fast Kante. I mean, he's just very good, you know. Sane, on the other hand, not so much. Kante goes across, gets the ball, gives it to Hadji, who lays it off to Fred. Out wide it comes here to Mendy. Stop it, come back inside to Fred. Little 1-2 here with Hadji and Sane. Overlapping run through the middle. Not quite what I wanted. He nearly had the pace. He's good. He is a good card. And it just goes to show that you don't need to be 89, 90 rated to be usable in this game. First off, why did I review the card? To be honest, I don't know. I'm not like a United fan or a Fred fanboy or anything. I just really, I looked at it and I thought, there's something there, you know. It's what I call building blocks. FIFA 19, he was actually very good. And I think he had a special card. And he's been good in every FIFA, to be fair. He's one of those sort of really quick, agile CDMs I like. But with a powerhouse chem style on him, he turns into this 89 rated CDM with great passing and unbelievably good mobile feeling, you know, because he's 5'7", he's got 86 agility, which doesn't sound like a lot, but because he's so, well, not short, but you know what I mean, he's got a low centre of gravity, he's actually very, very quick, and he only has 77 sprint speed, but he feels very quick on the like the acceleration, and as soon as he bursts onto the ball, he does it with quite a lot of velocity, and he really gets up ahead of steam. And believe it or not, I scored a couple of goals with him, and obviously you would have seen evidence of maybe at least one of them, but he's only got 74 finishing. He doesn't have great attack positioning, and his shot power is only 79, but he's scored a couple of decent goals from midfield. He has absolutely no instruction on him whatsoever. His work rates, if you're interested, are high, so he's the pinnacle of box-to-box midfielders. And I had a lot of fun with him, and I think it's a very good card, considering it's more, I mean, say more or less, it's basically discard value. I actually picked it up for 10k, and then it shot up to 30,000 coins. It's currently hovering around 20-25 right now. But even that, I think, is a decent deal. Especially if you're a United fan, you're going to love this, honestly. Even if you hate Fred, you're going to love it. I think it's a great card. I really, really liked it for an 82. I think if you've sort of not really given FIFA a good go this year, you've not really put money into it, you've not really played it an awful lot, you don't have a great team, this is a good card to pick up. Stick a powerhouse on him, and honestly, you've got an 89 rated CDM who is, in my opinion, capable of winning you games, or at least winning you the ball back in midfield to allow you to go on to win the game, should we say, up until team of the season in rivals, in a relatively sort of mediocre division. I wouldn't say that he's a top sort of division 1, 2, 3 player, and I definitely wouldn't want to take him into weekend league, but honestly, he can hold his own, and he's not bad at all. And cards like this will go under the radar all the time, but I am here to tell you this card is decent. If you have enjoyed the player review, do me a favour, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel video, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.